afternoon. Had the off-season stream yesterday around, I want to say like 3, I think, in the afternoon I did it. And no work today, so... Oh. So, we already set up our schedule, but to catch everybody up, this is our non-con. It's pretty simple. At East Carolina versus Ball State, and then at home against BYU. So we're going to go to Dowdy-Ficklin to start the season. It should be a pretty tough game. Our schedule should be decently tough, but as an 82 overall team now, we're hoping that that level up can really help us, and especially because we're going to level up our tactician. We're going to level it up in a big way. Well, maybe not a big way, but in a way. In a way. Alright, let's go into recruiting though. Right here into recruiting, we gotta look at some players. And good news, we got enough quarterbacks right now. Don't need to go after a quarterback, and we have 980 NIL to use. That's nice. That's nice. LaGrange Park, Illinois. Might as well add him. How is Georgia? Oh, never mind. That's playing time. Not proximity. Alright, let's look at these first few players. Elusive Bruiser. Oof, only 62 carrying. Only 60 carrying. He's a bust. I mean, Keenan Judge is very clearly the top of that list right there. Let's go here. Let's do this. Contact seeker in playing time is his deal breaker. Alright. Alright. I see you. Not paying an 86 speed running back that much NIL. I pay him though. Alright, we're good on that front for now. Transfer portal one. go to offensive tackle. Yep, there's our top prospect. Even as a JUCO, he's very solid all around. And he's even better. He's even better. So not as much of a priority as McCracken there. That's why we want to make sure if we're going to be spending NIL on guys. We don't have a lot of NIL to be spending right now. Alright, shifting gears to the defense side of the ball. We need to add a few edges, These guys better be good. Pretty high demand position like edge. And let's go over to D tackle. That'll work, and we basically just want to make sure to scout the NIL guys. Yeah, I thought that was coming. I should have removed him before scouting him one more. He's very decent. I don't know if he's worth the NIL, but I'll put him here. I like him. He's not the fastest in the world, but we're getting a bargain for him. I mean, he's a 2-star, so I'm going to leave him down here. He's costing. Yeah, we got no more scouting hours. Brad Toner is potentially a bargain. With him, it's potentially not. So, that 5 NIL's not anything to stress too much about. Let's go to the outside linebacker position, and let's just go to my pipelines here. If there's Lurker, Thumper, and another Thumper. It's fine with me. Go to the corners. This is a position I got no problem investing in. Yeah, I'm gonna no 345 for. He's a 5-star. You know what? Let's entertain it, but I'm not gonna count on him. We're gonna scout him next week. I'm gonna put 4 on the board. If he's not Jim, I'm not putting that amount on him at all. Look at the safety position here. I'll look at him because this position is very hard to find players. I'll look at free safety as well. Yeah, we can get a kid playing time. And then we can try to add a punter. Hopefully one from Illinois, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. Yeah, let's add old Tyrone Butt. And then we got to move this 5-star corner that we're going to add to the board to the top, but we also got to put battles at the top too. And we got to scout the guys that are going to cost to start next week. So that's kind of what we have to do here. So Clements. Then where is Corbin? Frederick Corbin, he's going to cost us. He's going to take a third of our recruiting NIL. And I think we can afford it, but he's got to be good enough for us to actually want to go after him. So we just kind of have to look at it a little more because, there's NIL that we're going to spend and we're just not sure how we're going to spend it right now. So, excuse me. And, like, some of the guys, if they're not going to cost, we might as well, just go after them and see if we find a diamond in the rough a little later. So that'll do it for recruiting. We added 30 prospects to the board, but I do expect very early on for guys to be taken off the board. So here we go. Red shirts. We're going to move on to this portion of the video of the off season here, of the preseason, and a kid that I'm really excited about, TJ Abiyamiri. He's 75 speed, 70 excel. He's got decent throwing stats, but the big thing is he's a start dev trait. So he's going to be really good in the future. Any opportunity to play him, we're going to play him, but we're going to have to redshirt him now if the game lets me redshirt. There we go. We're going to redshirt him for now and just save it. And we're trying to figure out our starter, but obviously Lord should have a leg up on these other two guys, in Brink and Atkins, just because of the fact that we're giving him so much, and I think we need to give him the first opportunity out there. Not going to be a ton of red shirts here at the wide receiver position. Akbar is a kid we can red shirt. He's normal dev trait though, so it's not going to really do too much for us, but we do have Badgley here, who should be our dynamic playmaker at the wide receiver position. Can't redshirt here. Probably can't redshirt on the whole offensive line because we do not have a lot of depth at all. Like Ayupati, I would probably redshirt most times, but we just don't have the depth. Same with Galladay here. Galladay is going to be our backup left tackle and right tackle more than likely. Nobody to redshirt there. Nobody to redshirt here, but I kind of want to. Because we are thin here. Alright, I'm going to redshirt Trevante Shorter, and I think we're going to move to a 3-3-5. And the reason why we're going to move to a 3-3-5 is because we got this linebacker room where I'm confident in all four of these guys playing, and I'm confident in all three of these guys playing, and we can redshirt Borland here. So, even as far down as Yaboa. So, if we have basically 7 deep at the linebacker position, however you draw it up, we're good there. We can get Taj Lemure, who's a star dev trait as a 65 overall. He can redshirt, and hopefully he's the future here. And really, we're only going to be losing Landry. Milligan's going to be coming back, and then Lane, Jackson, Lemure is kind of the future with maybe some portal help next year. Nobody to redshirt at safety at all on either safety position, so we're good on that front. Let's go through this depth chart. And this depth chart is going to be very interesting because we have, first off, we're going to do this, and Brink is going to be the backup here. So we're going to start Jamie Lord, the 6'5" pocket passer, at the start of the season. We'll see how he plays. Obviously, that should be our depth chart there at the running back position. Yeah, this is pretty obvious. I think the only thing is I'm going to put Dwayne Cousins as an elusive route runner as a slot receiver. So in certain situations, Bass is going to be on the outside. Imani Hoppus had a really good offseason there. Yeah, we just don't have a ton of depth here at the guard position. He's an 80 overall. Umodu is an 80 overall, so I might just start. Okay, where is he starting at? Oh, he's starting here. Okay, we're gonna start Fasano at center. How's that look? Okay. Left edge, I'm excited about Levi Johnson, but he's not going to get a ton of PT this year. Right edge, this is what we're dealing with. Ian Southern. And then having, LaRon Doss, Daly, Donnerson, Cumberland is going to also be a nice depth piece because we're putting Shorter in a position here. Sam linebacker is going to be that's fine. I mean, I don't really care too much about how the depth charts work out with the linebackers. Just make sure that, like, our best linebackers have a path onto the field. Like, I'm going to put Nwosu right here. On this side, I'm going to put Wise right here. So, like, our starters are going to be really good with Carmichael and Banks, but then our guys below them are going to be really good too. The cornerback position, we're a lot more comfortable than we were last year. I think the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to play Lane over Jackson. He showed a little bit more at the end of last year, so I'm going to give him that chance. Landry's a 95 speed. I mean, that's nice to have considering what we dealt with a year ago. Quinn Williams is a kid that I really want on the field a lot. So we're going to have to make sure that he's the backup on both sides of things, and certainly not going to be Munyer. And probably don't want it to be Latimer. Probably want it to be Poole. Not Poole. Maybe Poole. Yeah, let's make it David Poole. And this is fine to be Latimer. We'll give him a path onto the field. We didn't recruit him for no reason. Yes, we did. Okay, so we're going to have Badgley on the kick return here, and then I think it's kind of hard to ignore the speed of the corner Landry, so we're going to put him deep as well. Alright, that's fine here. And then it says Massey. I know exactly who it is. It's Badgley. Heck no, Massey. Definitely not Massey. And we'll just make our punt return 2 be Warner. I think that makes sense. Warner across the board. It just makes sense for that to be the case. We want Dwayne Cousins to be that slot guy. And second will be Busby. Okay, we're pretty tall at receiver. But we also got that speed. Alright. Rush left end. Yeah, Carmichael is definitely going to be our guy at that spot. I don't want to like go crazy with this, but yeah. And then gonna have it set up like that. And sub linebacker, well, obviously Orr should be at least on there, but I think with him being a rush end, he can't be too high there, so that's fine with me. Slot corner, we put it at Milligan right now, but yeah, 86 speed. Yeah, I'm fine with that for now. We'll see how that kind of develops and changes. I'm not that comfortable with Latimer being a slot corner. Ooh, but I am with Williams being a slot corner, actually. Actually, I honestly prefer that. So let's do this. Okay. We're in a good spot. And then, he too can he throw the ball like Porter could? Oh, he can. Fun. Not very accurate, but he's got the arm strength. Alright, that does it for the depth chart, and this team is ready to roll here. We're ready to roll. Let's advance it. And we're into the week 0 portion of this season, and as you can see, we got to win a bowl game in the next 4 seasons. We got to win 50% of our conference games this season, which we've done each of the last couple of years, so I'm not too worried about that. And then we got to win more conference games than last year, which means we got to win 6 conference games. That should happen. It should happen. I mean, we had a failure of a year last year, so let's finish up this practice plan real quick, and we'll go look at everything after we do recruiting as far as national goes. And you can see Boston College and Notre Dame play here in week 0. And there's a couple of guys that we got to scout first to make sure they're going to be worth the NIL. I don't know if he is, but the ability with Robber is definitely there. I mean, I'm going to do it. Which means if we're going to be offering up that much, we got to spend it. Oh, nope. Let's make sure he's worth it. I don't know if he is. I don't think he is. So I'm going to take Clements off the board here. He's going to be worth it. He's going to be worth the 200 NIL. And he's going to be an important prospect for us. We got this gem tackle. I mean, I'm going to max out your NIL. Gotta make sure we get him. And with us taking off one safety, we got to go after this safety pretty strongly. I'm hoping the NIL boost is just going to help it with both of those guys. Nope, not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth the NIL we're about to spend on you. And that does it for our hours. In week 0, we did a lot of scouting, so we're going to have a lot of available hours. Also, a lot of scholarship offers. So, let's look here at this top 25. You're going to have Texas, LSU, Ohio State, Alabama, Texas A&M be the top 5, with Miami, Louisville, Pittsburgh, Mississippi State, and Penn State coming in next up. As you can see, the group of 6, Memphis, is in that top 25 with Boise State and Tulane. So a lot of the same teams, the same regular contenders out of the G6. Tommy Carr is at Michigan State as a redshirt senior, and he's right there at number 1. Madden Williams is number 2 for the Heisman list. Dylan Webster is number 3 from Pittsburgh, and Avon Robinson, the wide receiver, redshirt senior, is number 4. This is the last year with players who are in the game like Tommy Carr to start. I'm curious about something because Heard all about it. Heard all about Elijah Haven being in the game as a high school recruit. I just haven't seen him anywhere. Well, he's not at Alabama, so that's a start. Well, he ain't here. He ain't here. Going pretty far down the list, so we're gonna move it along. And yeah, big games this week here: Memphis and Arkansas, Notre Dame, Boston College, Wyoming, Arizona, which is a big game for the conference prestige. Oregon, State, Kansas State, excuse me, App State and Charlotte, and Wake Forest taking on Georgia State, who's been a pretty good team as of late. So, a couple of risks for transfers, mostly playing time risks. 97% safe right now, so we'll see about that. A lot of it is based on how we do in conference play and winning bowl games. I mean, yeah. We'll look at all that in a second, but the headliners here. Notre Dame ends up beating Boston College here. Keenan Hurley, the will linebacker, had 5 tackles there for Notre Dame, and you could see they just were able to muscle them on the ground. 200 yards rushing here. So that's a fun time for Notre Dame, who is now sitting at 1-0. And so is Memphis, who played in week 0. So let's go over to recruiting. We just got to kind of spread out our points here a little bit more in recruiting. So let's make sure that some of these guys that we are kind of neglecting get a little bit of love. I think ultimately a lot of this, like, concern about NIL will work itself out. The guys who are supposed to be here will be here. Like Keenan Judge. Ooh. Okay, well, let's get rid of him. Let's go after Keenan Judge. There's just too many guys who want NIL. But 5 NIL's not a big deal. 10 NIL's not a big deal. Cannot do the 70. I'm just getting rid of guys that are costing because we can't afford them. We can't afford them right now. I'll keep these 2 guys, but we're just going to kind of wait to offer. In fact, I'll just do this. Switch your social media for now. Because we need to make sure we get a punter. We need to make sure we get a punter. And it's proximity to home. That's never going to change. That's his deal breaker here. Yeah. I'm excited for this game 1, though. East Carolina. Taking a look here at the biggest games of the week. Pittsburgh and Texas, top 8 matchup to start the season. LSU at BYU. Hopefully BYU can win that game. It'll raise our difficulty of schedule. Michigan or Mississippi State and Rutgers are playing in a top 16 matchup. Texas A&M, number 5, Texas A&M on the road at Arizona State. 18 versus 19. It's Memphis and Boise State. Huge game right there out of the group of 6. And USC is hosting Tennessee. Taking a look here, and again, I want to just try to get in the habit here. Taking a look at the depth chart at East Carolina, I just want to get in the habit of like getting a little bit of a look at our team, knowing what we can attack and what we got to be aware of, what we got to be concerned of. So here we go. Their quarterback, not too worried about the scrambling ability out of Trent Crummy. And then when you look at the running back position, 97 speed backup here with Landers. So whenever number 19 comes onto the field, we got to be aware. Malik McGowan is plenty quick enough, though, that he can take it to the house. But he's obviously not just that. He's an all-around back there. And they got a fullback that's pretty solid. So do we, by the way. Quarterman is a solid receiver as a gadget. 86 speed, though. 95 speed is what I'm eyeballing with Deion Whitaker. Number 17 is who we need to watch for with the deep speed potential there. But nobody else really scares me as far as speed goes. You got to go down here to Lashley when you get the next fastest. Their tight ends, just not all that good. Ernest Ansa and Alex Shimbo up there. And then as far as their offensive line goes, Carlos Candidate is a pretty solid left tackle. They got a really good guard and captain, Jeff Dahl. And then you get a freshman center. Not very good there. Left guard is solid with Miles, and right guard solid with Miles. Right tackle is also solid. So center is pretty much their only weak point. Ray Johnstone is an edge rusher that we got to watch for here, and Monty Hayden as well. But neither of them overly quick, so that should help our offensive line. Now, they're pretty weak in the interior at defensive tackle. We'll see about what they end up doing as far as scheme goes. Teo is a really solid linebacker there. Fanati, their linebackers are going to be pretty good. BJ Hitchcock is maybe the weakest of them, but their corners are nothing to necessarily be scared of, but be aware of for sure there. And their safeties are not very good with Cleland and Schluger. Yeah, not very good there. They don't actually have that great of a kicker either, so that's fun to see here. Let's go here and do something that we haven't done yet, and this is naming our captains. And we're gonna start with a senior quarterback. No, I don't really care to do that. Okay, all right. Let's do this. Max Warner, we're going to start with you. We're going to set you as a captain at the running back position, starting running back for this team. But then we go over here to Dwayne Cousins, who has been a big-time leader for this team, for this program, for quite some time. Dwayne Cousins going to be a captain here. Oh, this just makes too much sense. We're going to go with Cole Carmichael, who has been a major sack leader, a major energy guy, as the third captain. And for our fourth captain, I think it's obvious we should go to the secondary here, to George Torber. Now, that's what George Torber looks like, by the way. I never knew that because it's glitching. He hasn't even met his skill caps yet, too. He hasn't even met his skill caps. And I think we're going to try to devote more time into... I don't know. scares me to do this, but I'll try it out. I'll try it out. Oh, there's a manual progression penalty. Okay. Alright. Alright, we're excited to get into this game against East Carolina. We know what we kind of have to watch for here. Northern Illinois at East Carolina in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Dwayne Cousins versus Dawson Quarterman. There you see the overall distinguished there. I thought this was going to be a little tougher of a game than that, but it's still on the road at Dowdy-Ficklin. I'm not going to write this home and be like, oh, this is going to be an easy win. Alright? Because I got no reason to believe that this is going to be an easy win against the East Carolina Pirates. We're going to wear our all whites and they're going to wear their purples. And, oh, I meant to change my defensive scheme. Give me a second. I meant to... Oh, I also got to do this. Auto subs. So... Normal. Keep fresh. Definitely keep fresh. And keep fresh. So that's the first thing we had to do. Wear and tear auto subs. And then the second thing was we want to go to scheme and playbooks and look at different 3-3-5 options on that defensive side of the ball. And not 3-4, 3-3-5. We got 3-3-5 zone pressure. Then we got 3-3-5 zone, 3-3-5 man pressure, 3-3-5 man, 3-3-5 shell, 3-3-5 tight defense, 3-3-5 3 high. 3-3-5 defense, 3-2-6. I think I'm going to go with the 3-3-5 3 high, and kind of see how we roll with that and how we can stop the run with it specifically is going to be the big question mark. So, and now that's more of like a night game look for ECU. Whoa, I don't know. It's all good with me. That's all good with me. All right, let's get into this game. Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. And there's, oh, that was loud. There's my iced coffee down, and here comes my soda. Oh, that was loud.
Immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the ECU Pirates. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer.
Maybe the best Group of 6 stadium in my opinion, in my humble opinion. I know the Liberty Bowl is really nice, but I'm a huge fan of Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium in Greensville, South Carolina, or North Carolina. South Carolina, right? South Carolina. Oh, North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina. Underway here from Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. Here's Landry, and the cornerback Landry is going to get out to the 25-yard line, displaying that speed. So here we go. Coach Gunderson leads his team out there, and he's got a new starting quarterback here with Jamie Lord, number 12. The 6'5", pocket passing archetype. And there's a good run for Max Warner to start, and we're going to try to boost up a little bit of tempo for this offense this year. See if we can get that going a little bit.
By the offensive line, you saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the
Cousins cannot hold on. It's going to be a third down and inches.
Setting up second and inches.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point.
And there will be certain points when we put in this guy, Jonathan Brink, to try to run the ball. And here's the run play for Brink, and he's going to pick up the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB.
Here comes the first down, and
it's just really hard to stop, man, because he's still
draw play to Warner, and it's a first down out towards midfield for Max Warner.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love.
I'm going to try to give a little run play here.
Like he just did, setting the tone.
Warner with a nice run, first down, into field goal range. And we're going quick here. Right back to him.
This game, we're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make the
There's Bass on the first throw here for Lord.
Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Second and very short.
Go to the air on second and short.
Plenty of time for Lord, and he's going to fire it in there, and it's intercepted off the deflection. I cannot believe that. He just swatted that away, and his teammate's able to make the play. Hopefully that's not a trendsetter for Jamie Lord.
But you're worried about your freshmen settling in a tough environment on the road, the crowd going bananas. Palmer, he makes
that's not how we wanted to start this season with the redshirt freshman quarterback here.
Like this throughout his career, there's no question. So this is obviously a major challenge.
Here comes first down here. We'll see how this defense plays. We got the 3 safety look, and here's the handoff, and Carmichael making the play. It's Cliff Carmichael, the linebacker, bringing up a second down. Not too worried about the legs of this quarterback. And there's the throw to Whitaker. Third down and 5 coming up here. We got this 3 high look across the board for this defense. And here's the handoff, and not going to get much, and it's fourth down, so a good response for the defense. Quick 3 and out for the Pirates. Blake Harrell, their head coach here. And we're going to let this one go. It's a touchback. And we'll see how Jamie Lord responds. The offense was really finding a rhythm in the last drive, but kind of shut down in the red zone after an amazing play by the defender. Here's the handoff to Max Warner, and Warner's not going to get much. Second down. We're going to go no huddle here.
Football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
Pressure coming in, Lord. The left-handed quarterback rolling out to the right. That's something I got to get used to as a user here. Here comes a third down and 8. Who's going to step up for this team?
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right.
Batted away, looking for Warner. It's going to be a fourth down, and we're going to have to punt with Palacio. Palacio booms it deep. And this will be fielded at the 27, shot down at the 29. So here comes first down, and how does this defense hold up here on the second drive of the game for their squad? Oh, there's a nice run in a good lane and out to the 39-yard line. Almost picked up the first. Second down and inches.
At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity.
Breaking free, and it's going to be a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Here's a handoff, and he gets free again. Into field goal range. Malik McGowan.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time. And
Back to throw, and quickly sacked. It's going to be Keenan Daly getting in the backfield to make a tackle for a loss.
Tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy.
I don't know if I love this 3-high playbook. We're still trying to play around with it. Here comes second down and 15. They're going to the air very clearly. And there's the throw, and it's incomplete. It's going to be a third down. Can the defense get off the field here, potentially force a punt? I don't know if they'd attempt the field goal or not. Got Quinn Williams over here. And sacked, so that's definitely going to force a punt. Ron Donnerson up the middle, getting the pressure and getting the sack. And it's going to be out of bounds and going to be down at the 14-yard line. We'll see how this offense can respond here.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. This offense has been stagnant so far.
Here comes the first down run, and it's Warner, and Warner's off to the second level, and he's averaging well over 10 yards a carry right now.
What a way to start the new season. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
First down, and Bass is in motion. Dumps it to Bass, and Bass is going to get the first down on the little RPO gain. With 3 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Slow moving first quarter. Here comes first down. Arthur Lewis IV is out there. And here is Lewis. He's a lot quicker than I was expecting right there. I wouldn't even burst there. No burst. The second down. Now here's Lord to the air and throwing, and it's a second interception, and we're making the switch. We're making the quarterback switch. We got to go with Jonathan Brink. See if he can spark something for this team. And a false start. Oh no, it's going to be a jump here on the defensive side of the ball. So they're going to call this one on Donnerson.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak.
So here comes first down now for ECU, but first down and 5. Going to the air is the Pirates. It's pressured and incomplete. Second level linebackers getting some pressure there, along with Donnerson, who had the false start or the offsides penalty on the last one. Oh. Over the middle, and it's dropped. It's incomplete.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
So here comes the third and short, and we're going to just switch it up here. Double team on the left side. And it's incomplete. Not a great throw. Torber was kind of in the area, and Orr was in coverage. And the defense is holding up nicely here after 2 turnovers, though, for the offense. Jamie Lord is going to get benched as Badgley goes and gets that ball. And here comes the first down here for the Huskies, and Jonathan Brink is out there after the interception, the second one for him. And here's Brink on the keeper, and he's not going to get much, and it'll be a second down for the Huskies. Second 11. Need to try to get this team going on the offensive side of the ball. Who's going to do it? Here's the throw to Bass, and Bass has got a catch for about 5, making it a third down and manageable.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
Going to the air here, and he's got Hoppus. Hoppus off and running, and can he score? He outraces the defense. Touchdown, Amani Hoppus, and NIU is on the board with a Jonathan Brink. Quick delivery. 7-zip. With 52 seconds left in this first quarter. This has been a very long first quarter. Like literally like 20-minute first quarter.
The ability to run after the catch, make a big play.
Williams cannot get the tackle, and they eventually punch him down at the 19-yard line. So here comes the East Carolina Pirate offense, who has yet to really get going. They started to get a ground game going, but then sacks derailed that drive. Here's the throw, and George Torber misses the tackle, and it's going to be a nice first down pickup of 9. Where do we want to go here? Let's go with a 2-high main coverage. I'll play as Williams here. 2nd down and 1, and here comes the handoff, and it's going to be Quinn Williams who's going to get that tackle. Not too worried about defender aggression right now, so let's move it to balanced. Bring up a 2nd down.
Every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be
and 7-0 at the end of 1. NIU finally opened this one up. And you can see here, 58 yards for Warner, 43 for McGowan on the other side. It's a very solid start for both of these guys to start this season off. And here comes a first down. I'm going to move Roddy Orr over here to this left side, and we're ready to help. Oh, wide open, and it's a first down, and he's going to get near and across midfield.
The Pirates moving quickly to the line.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end. But
here's a fake handoff, and back to throw, and delivering underneath. It's caught before Landry makes the tackle flying up there. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6. Gotta make sure we're conservative here. Play action and throwing, and it's overthrown and incomplete by the quarterback, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Can they convert here? Nowhere to go, and it's incomplete with the blitz coming. Carson Wise makes the play.
Will bring the punt team onto the field.
Here's the punt, and it's down at the 9, out of bounds. Warner's ready to come back into the game. Here comes first down. And here's the handoff to Lewis, and a good run for Arthur Lewis.
They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
First down and 10 now for NIU. And going to the play action fake, and Brink's got a man. It's Cousins, and Cousins stays in bounds. Dwayne Cousins gets an explosive 79-yard touchdown. The senior leader of this team makes it 14-0 Huskies.
Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
Jonathan Brink providing a spark to this offense off the bench.
This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes.
Look at Quinn Williams.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Coming down and making the play, and here comes a first down, and man-to-man coverage. We like to play conservative in that situation. We're going to go ahead and shift these linebackers. Back to throw, and underneath it's incomplete, knocked loose by Quinn Williams.
Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
Here comes 2nd down and 10, back to throw.
I know offensively, I got to put some good.
And underneath it's caught. Ian Southern is out there. to make that tackle. So here comes a third down and short for the Pirates. I'm going to try to play this aggressive, actually. And he's going to be just short. Trying to reach for that first down is Malik McGowan. And East Carolina is going to have to punt again in this full stadium in Dowdy-Ficklin. And here's Badgley. Badgley with a nice return, and Badgley's out to the 36-yard line. And here comes first down. Max Warner is back in the game here at the running back position. And he's going to get the handoff. A solid run, a gain of 4.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6.
Just have to go with this. I mean, look at that, man. 5-man box. And they end up winning it. It's going to be a 3rd down and 6. We're going to go quick here. Going right back to these guys. Right back at it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming.
Caught by Cousins, and Dwayne Cousins is into ECU territory. And Jonathan Brink off to a hot start here today. Here comes first down. Brink calling an audible. Back to throw. Caught by Badgley, and Badgley is going to get the corner. Look at Badgley after the catch making a play. It's a first down into the red zone.
The Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
Brink back to throw. Brink
looking on the move. Unleashes one.
Caught by Hoppus. First and goal at the 2. Unbelievable. As Brink keeps the play alive and sets up Northern Illinois on the doorstep of a 3-score lead, and a good tackle off that weak side.
Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Jaden Hurt who makes that play. It's going to be 2nd down. Warner cannot quite punch it in. And here comes 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Tries to get it himself. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too.
And here comes from the half-yard line, Jonathan Brink gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, now this offense
21-0 NIU.
But I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Marco. He's brought down
taken down at the 16-yard line, and here comes the East Carolina Pirate offense with 3:39 to play here, and they are in big trouble right now.
You do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back,
throws over the middle and it's incomplete.
Quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right look.
So we got 2nd down here and 10.
Be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Here's the throw underneath to McGowan, and it's caught. Gain of 5.
Not much room to run.
I'm not really worried about the quarterback run game.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down.
Here's a throw underneath to McGowan, and it's 1st down. Williams is going to catch him at the 40.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's a big
play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else.
There's a run for McGowan. He's stuffed up.
War stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
They'll go right
Here's
back
the handoff and nowhere to go. Stuffed up by Owosu.
And the Pirates in the hurry up.
Shifting gears here. Oh, they're going to the ground, and Torber is going to get the tackle. Timeout. NIU looking to extend the lead on the back of their 321 first half yards.
They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
And there's the kick, and the touchback is coming.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Northern Illinois sideline. They are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know,
Brink
they weren't exactly
is going to
sure
start with a handoff here to Warner, and Warner busts free. Warner, they can't track him down. It's an explosive run all the way out to the 45-yard
He
line.
is making quite the impression in the opener.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This
2-minute
defense hasn't
timeout
had
here.
answers. But now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver.
Back to throw here, and nowhere to go. Brink is going to just tuck it and pick up 4.
QB under center nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Now we're going to shift it into this bunch formation. Here's the handoff to Warner out of it, and it's a first down here for the Huskies, and Max Warner's got 100 yards here in this game.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because
Minute 20, back to throw here. Pressure coming, and throws it away, which I think will be his first incompletion of the day. Indeed it is. 6 out of 7. That's good incompletion. Want to make sure you protect that football. Here's a handoff to Warner, and Warner's got a lane, and Warner's out to the 27 in a first down yet again. Going quickly here is NIU. Brink fires it. Caught. It's Badgley, and Badgley inside the 10, and a timeout for East Carolina.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging.
Warner and Bryce in the backfield here.
Trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys.
Brink's going to keep it, and it'll be a pickup of about 3.
At the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Shifting is Badgley. Back to throw.
Running short in the half.
And leads him too far out of bounds, and it'll be a third down and goal from the 6-yard line. I'm just going to try to sneak a run here, and it doesn't work. And we're going to have to kick a field goal as East Carolina calls timeout, trying to get the ball back.
Wanting to stop the clock on defense.
Owen Radden.
Their third and final timeout.
Here's Donahue on to kick the field goal, and it's easily good. 24-0 in this first half for NIU. They made the quarterback switch, and they've been up since then. Return from the end zone, and going to be brought down at the 16-yard line.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This late in the half, you're behind.
All the shifting around here. What do we want to do?
Build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense.
Going to the air here.
Losing the game right now. I'd take it.
Going deep. Batted away, and it's incomplete. Milligan in coverage.
Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
37 seconds left in this first half.
Back to pass.
Back to throw. Looking and almost intercepted by Torber.
After taking a shot on second down, they're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down.
They're just going to go to the ground game, and it's going to be, I did not mean to pause it, it's going to be a face mask penalty for NIU on Roddy Orr.
With the first down anyway. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly.
So here comes the first down here for
pocket breaking down.
this NIU or ECU squad, and it'll be incomplete.
Shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
See if we can get this pass rush. And we do. Timeout NIU.
Quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second.
They're going to the ground game and tackle with 14 seconds left. Timeout NIU.
But the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop.
Trying to maybe steal some points here before the half.
Oh man, that is an absolute
booming punt.
launcher of a punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play.
Badgley has a lane and gets taken down at the 40.
Hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on
And
him.
Lord will come back out here for this Hail Mary attempt. He's got the strongest arm.
Play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
He'll get sacked.
And we are
Larry
at
Teo.
halftime. Both squads
24-0 though.
to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with
Big time first half for Northern Illinois to start the season.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Tulane taking on the Utah State Aggies.
And Tulane's up 21-14 on a Utah State team who really struggled within the Pac-12 a year ago.
Now let's take a look at some other top 25 action going on around the country.
And Penn State's up big on West Virginia at halftime. Iowa State up on Arkansas State, and Kansas taking care of business against UMass. And we will get to the second half here. 24-0 Huskies with a big statement here in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium at East Carolina. Again, one of my favorite G6 stadiums out there. And just drilled at the 12-yard line. It will be a first down. Not an ideal situation here for a team losing 24-0. We'll see if East Carolina can find a rhythm on offense. It's going to start with the ground game and a good run from McGowan. Malik McGowan making a play. A new 3-3-5 scheme with our defensive coordinator's philosophy kind of being more of an impact here.
Quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity?
It'll be a second down and 2. East Carolina starting off this drive with a decent looking start. And here's the handoff up the middle, and Malik McGowan's going to pick up the first down and get out to the 40-yard line. They had one drive that stalled out where they got inside the 35-yard line for Northern Illinois, but sacks and negative plays ended up blowing that one up. We'll see what they can do here as a negative play to start this set of downs. It'll be second down and 11. Underneath, caught. It'll bring up a third down and short. Can East Carolina pick it up?
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to get the first through the air.
Pressure and overthrown, intercepted by Quinn Williams.
He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Guys, we'll see what the
Here comes the first down run here, and it's Warner, and Warner is going to get a nice carry and an injury timeout, though, as Max Warner won too many plays, man. I mean, I tried to sub him out, and now here is Arthur Lewis, the fourth, here on this second down run play, and it's going to be out to the 49. Turned on shoe clock now.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys?
Arthur Lewis on the ground.
Not let them waste time and try to get their offense the football back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies
I'm
on
going
the
to try to
D-line.
flip this.
They eat up blocks,
Oof,
allow the
we might not have
linebackers
time to
run
get
free
this
and then
off.
stops.
3, 2, 1.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss.
Incomplete.
And that's not the way they drew it.
Nowhere to go on that screen. It's going to be a second or third down and 8 here. Can ECU get off the field on third down?
Third and long. From the gun, wants to
Back to throw and pressure. That's a fumble. That's a fumble, and Omar Wayne will not be able to get it. It's going to be a turnover, and trading turnovers back and forth. Ray Johnstone making the play in the backfield on the quarterback. 24-0, but East Carolina now in business after the turnover, and McGowan's going to get ripped down, a gain of 2.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best.
They're going to shift.
Too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers
Going to the air,
but it's DBs that are really
throwing, and it's going to be caught. It's third down and 6 here for East Carolina.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll run play action.
And sacked back at the 35-yard line, and they're going to come out to kick a field goal to just get on the board
So now on
in this 24-0 game.
he's going to reach for a long one.
And the kick is up, and the kicker got it. He's not even a good kicker, bro. This game is so stupid. I want to hold the shutout so bad, but, like, obviously if it's a makeable field goal, it's a makeable field goal. The problem is this kicker is not very good. We looked at their depth chart. Their kicker is not very good.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
It's a shame.
Here comes the Northern Illinois.
The one thing I've been complaining about forever is they make computer kicking way too OP, and Lewis is going down for a loss, and ECU trying to find a little bit of a rhythm here. This isn't just run out the clock and coast to a victory. ECU's going to try to make us earn it. So here comes second down and 12. They're going to have to go to the air, and Brink throws, and it's incomplete. Just a tough play there.
Just missed it. After the incomplete pass, there is a
And we're
player
gonna-
still down, and they'll come out to check on him.
My gosh, bro.
Make up the
My
game plan,
gosh.
and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their
Coach
own
Chat for Brink.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback
Who's
down
going to
the
get
line,
open?
still looking.
Who's going to get open? Nobody. Brink is just going to pull it down, take the 4 yards, save the ball after turning it over on the last possession, and Palacios on the punt. And we're going to rely on that defense. Remember, the defense did not really allow that point. They were set up in field goal position, and the defense did what they can to try to move East Carolina backwards. We'll see what the defense can do right here. First down and 10 for the East Carolina Pirates. It's a play action. No, it's a run. Sorry, I thought, based on how the tight end was going, I thought that was going to be a play action. It'll be a second down.
We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that.
And here's another handoff, and just stuffed up there. Flying down is the linebacker. I believe that was Wilson. No, it was Banks. It was Banks. Number 13 is Banks, I'm pretty sure. Let's play it conservative here on third down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the
Overthrown, and almost a second interception for Quinn Williams. He already has one.
Of the game instead, it's fourth down. The Pirates will send out the punt unit.
trying to get a rush on this punt, and Badgley's just going to let this one go for a touchback. And with 1:35 left, we'll see what this offense can do after having a turnover and a punt on these last two possessions here in this late stage third quarter. And there's Arthur Lewis on the ground with a move, and he's going to get a first down. Good run by Arthur Lewis.
Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third.
Going to the air, and it's just going to be a quick dump off. Arthur Lewis gets a gain of 8. A solid pickup there after he was able to pick it up on the ground the last drive. And oh my gosh, they're playing potentially cover 2. We should be able to hit Bass, hopefully. Oh, pressure coming. And incomplete pass. Bass was open, but they brought great pressure, and that brings up a 3rd down and 2 here. We're just going to plan to go to one of these short routes. Badgley's got it, and it's a first down, and they better rally to him. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 24-3, NIU coasting to victory. East Carolina trying to do something about it, but they're running out of time to do it.
Look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver going in motion.
Going to Badgley, and Badgley's going to... He's not super shifty. Not at all.
Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read.
I think this is zone. Let's run the screen to Cousins. They're pressing down, so we'll see. It is a zone play, and there's Cousins. Dwayne Cousins getting a nice reception, and he's got 3 for 105. A big day for the senior. He has been a great player his whole career, ever since he's gotten his PT, which he started to get PT in his 2nd year as a returner and in spots, and in his 3rd year he really came onto the scene, and last year he kind of broke out as our #1 target. Here comes a 3rd down and 7 as we just go to the ground with Lewis. Running down a decent amount of clock on this drive as well as moving the ball. Incomplete, thrown a little bit behind Bass. If he could have led him, would have been more. But here's Donahue on to kick the field goal and take the 24-point lead back. And it's right down the middle for the freshman, or the sophomore kicker now. He's not a freshman anymore. And he's showing it too. That was a very solid kick.
On the move from inside his 5.
There's a good return, and this could be a touchdown if Broderick Lane can't catch him. And they're going to get a kick return touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for 2.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play.
And here's a 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to go to the air here, looking, and nowhere to go. He's going to scramble and throw at the last second, and he's got him, and it's a 2-score game. ECU trying to battle back in this one. But no touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball. It's a special teams touchdown. Warner is not available for us right now, too. Going deep, and Cousins, cannot come down with it. It's going to be a 2nd down and 10, and Rice is going to check in the game at the running back position. Oh, gosh, I misread that. And it's a 3rd down. East Carolina looking for a 3rd down stop to try to get their offense back out there.
They really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Brink is just going to have to throw it away. And East Carolina's defense stands up, and the momentum shifting as Crummy in this offense needs to get something going here. The kick return touchdown might have sparked something for this team.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position.
Here comes the East Carolina offense to try to make this more of a game. Here they're going to start with the screen, and the screen's going to go for a gain of 8.
And if I'm a defense, dude, I am perfectly fine with this. Like, I'm not giving up big plays. I'm keeping everything in front of me. The probability of them going
2nd down and 2. They're going to go quickly to the air, and he's got a man, and that's on me completely. 6 minutes left. Just under 6 minutes.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time
going now back to the ground here, and good job by Quinn Williams coming down to make a tackle. I gotta say, dude, some guys just play well over their overall. Quinn Williams is one of those guys that just plays over his overall. Plays well above it. And Carmichael can't get there. Cliff Carmichael, and it's Torber who's going to have to stop the touchdown. East Carolina's rally here is coming up strong.
The Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here comes 1st down. Danger zone here for the defense. We're bringing the 5-man pressure, and there's the handoff up the middle, and McGowan's going to be chopped down just short.
I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where...
Here's the handoff to McGowan, and it's a touchdown, East Carolina. They are storming back in this game.
Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. And just
going for 2 here. Looking. He's got a man, and it's caught. But this is going to be illegal touching. He wasn't even the intended target. So it's no good, and it's 27-17, and still going with a traditional kickoff here is East Carolina, who's got the momentum.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
Their defense has really stepped up here in the late stages of this game in this 2nd half. So here's Rice getting a good run, and it will be 2nd down and inches. So we're trying to run down that clock and just escape here with a victory after a pretty rough 2nd half for this offense. 3rd and inches as Larry Teo is going to make the play.
I want to be a team that can run the football and be physical, especially on 2nd and inches, buy myself some space, coming out of my own territory. The defense met the physical challenge. Now
here comes the 3rd and inches. Fakes the toss, back to throw. Nobody open. Nobody open. Just takes a shot to Arthur Lewis. It's 4th and inches.
I think in this situation,
we're going to go for it here. Arthur Lewis is going to keep this drive going.
Convert on 4th, the fresh set of downs, and to keep that clock turning. They'll start
clutch play.
29 on 1st down.
Going to the air here. Just misses him. Trying to get that one more 1st down. Try to close out this game, and Brink just... There goes Lewis. It's a 1st down. What a run by Lewis, and the timeout used by East Carolina.
Defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Here's the handoff to Lewis, and Lewis with a nice run, a gain of 5, and the 2nd timeout for the Pirates.
It looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Running inside.
Going to the ground with Lewis, and Lewis is going to pick it up, and he's still going, and he's out to the 40. And the final timeout for the Pirates, all they have is a 2-minute timeout to try to get the ball back. And Lewis with a good effort to close out this game. Lewis again. Lewis with the juke. And Lewis is into the red zone, and it's 1st and goal out of bounds at the 6.
He has busted the century mark in this season opener.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues.
Man in motion is Cousins, and going to the air here and dumping it to Hoppus, and Amani Hoppus is going to score and put this game away. 3 receptions, 95 yards for the tight end, Amani Hoppus. And 34-17 closes it out. 1 defensive stop, and we can knee this game out. And NIU does answer the bell when a little bit of game pressure is put on them. They dominated that first half and coasted from there. He had a kick return touchdown earlier, and not going to happen this time.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Looking downfield,
back to throw, and here's the quick throw, and it's broken up by Quinn Williams.
Take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big...
Here comes 2nd down and 10. Last play before the 2-minute timeout here for East Carolina, and it's an underneath throw. He's wide open for a 1st down. Quinn Williams will get the tackle at the 36-yard line. A good start to the season, regardless on how the second half was kind of ugly. Maybe there's some things on offense we should still be concerned about, but ultimately we should be happy with this result. Incomplete in traffic. I was right there to lurk that if...
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse...
Going underneath, and Quinn Williams is going to get the tackle short of the sticks, and they're going to go with the 3rd down and inches here. See if they just run the ball, keep it alive. They will not. They're going to go to the air. And pressured and incomplete. It was Banks who got in there. It's going to be a 4th down.
They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
They're going to go to the ground here, and Torber is going to come down and make the tackle, but it's a 1st down.
And short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the
over the middle, and it's incomplete. He tried to snag that one-handed.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one.
Back to throw here. Looking, and he's got a man, and Torber is going to get the tackle short of the sticks.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Here comes 3rd down. Underneath, caught, and look at that big hit.
Find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They're throwing.
Here comes a 4th down, and he's going to tuck it, and he's going to be brought down short, and that will be the ball game. We'll knee this one out, and Jonathan Brink ends up establishing himself as a starter. Big time game for Brink. And NIU is going to walk away with the dominant victory after a rough first-ish quarter. Once Jonathan Brink came in, we took over. Completion percentage got to be higher for sure. We started out on fire and kind of cooled down, but ultimately something we can build off of. 4 touchdowns and no interceptions, with the 1 fumble, obviously, setting up the first points for East Carolina. And we get that opening game win. And, yeah, I like the way that we played. I mean, the defense allowing that last drive kind of kind of stunk a little bit, but ultimately we have our future at the quarterback position, and we're hoping that Jamie Lord can develop a little bit, but I just don't know. With normal dev, we might have to let him walk, given that he's giving up 300 NIL right now. And we got UTEP in our first Mountain West game, and we're going to be locked out by this safety here, Haslam, and Roland and Buck here at that towards the bottom of our board are going to lock us out as well, and which is fine. We can go ahead and offer scholarships to these last couple of guys, and then we can add hours to the punter that we need in Tyrone Butt. So we got recruiting done there, and rest up Williams, rest up Warner. And here's a look at the top 25 here. You can see Texas falls at the hands of Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh's up to number 1. Ohio State's number 2 with some first place votes, and Texas only drops from 1 to 7, so not too bad of a loss. And LSU did lose to BYU, so the BYU Cougars is up on the rankings, and we welcome them into town later this year. And Wyoming, I believe, ended up, they did, because they're 1-0 in conference. They ended up losing to Arizona in the non-con, and we get our first game against a Mountain West opponent in UTEP. So let's take a look at their. Oh, no, cancel. Let's take a look at their depth chart here at UTEP. And their quarterback, Capra, 63 overall. Not something to be too worried about here. Ross is definitely a good running back who can give us fits if we are not on our P's and Q's. They have a fast receiver in Jewel, number 2, that we got to keep an eye on. Other than that, none of the other receivers really scare me. They don't have a great tight end. Their left tackle's all right. Their left guard is a star on that offensive line. And their right side of the offensive line is a little bit weaker. Their edges, Atkins and Craver, are going to be very dangerous, but their D tackles, not so much. Their linebackers as well, not too scary there. Their corners don't have a lot of depth, but they do have a solid top 2 in Bargava and Thompson. And then the free safety, Muhammad with Ekanem, right below him, are pretty solid, but the strong safety is a little weak. They got decent kicking. Joseph Urschel is a really solid kicker, so we got to be ready for that. If they get inside the 40, they're going to be able to score here. We get them at home. I didn't even do much of a preview on this game. We get them at home. It's going to be a 2 o'clock game. A nice, beautiful 65-degree day here. And Quinn Williams going up against Emmanuel Pilaris, who had 155 in their first game and win. And 32 point. They won 32-6 in their first game with 400 yards of total offense. We have 500. And they're outshining us, but they probably played in FCS if I had to guess. So, UTEP Miners coming into town. We'll see what happens here. Let's get into it. Get right down to the nitty-gritty here.
Welcome to Husky Stadium in DeKalb, Illinois. EA Sports continues on this Saturday.
We got a hyped up crowd here to start the season. A pretty full stadium here at Northern Illinois to open up conference play.
Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Guys, it is a wild scene here down on the field. The home coach has told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this.
This is an important game to get started on the right note for both teams in conference play. Can NIU, maybe the most talented team, probably the most talented team in this conference, get it done? Here's Badgley from the end zone looking for a lane, and he's going to get taken down at the 22-yard line. Jonathan Brink, the starting quarterback here, had a nice day, and so did Imani Hoppus with 2 of the 3 touchdowns tossed by Brink.
Just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early.
Here comes a first down carry for Warner, who ended up leaving the East Carolina game banged up. He's going to try to get this game started with a solid run.
And defensively, where is the big dog? Like, I got to identify where he is every single
2-eye safety look. It's going to be a 2nd down and 6. We're going to send Bass in motion. We're going to fake the sweep to him, and looking, and quickly it's going to be Warner out of the backfield, and Warner is going to get the first down out to the 40. And an injury on the offensive line, that is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, it's the right guard. Or sorry, it's the center who played guard. I forget his name. Warner with the nice lane, and Warner is off and running. Warner is going to score a 60-yard rushing touchdown. All those yards by Warner in the receiving and run game on that drive. It's Fasano. That's who it was. 7-0. 55-second drive. 3 plays, 78 yards to the house. And here comes the kickoff for Donahue. And it will be a touchback. We allowed a kickoff touchdown last week. It kind of sparked a little bit of a comeback effort for the East Carolina Pirates. And Cedric Ross had a big day last week, 130 yards and a touchdown. We'll see if he can have a big day. Our rush defense has in the past been a problem off and on. We're going to have to see if this 3-3-5 scheme is going to be able to contain it. Here comes a first down for the UTEP Miners, and it's a handoff to Cam Ross, and Ross is going to get Cedric Ross, and Ross is going to get a solid pickup.
All eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man. He is
play action.
He is priority number 1.
Intercepted by George Torber. Not a great throw, and Torber is going to get the pick 6, and we are off to a hot start here with a defensive touchdown by George Torber, the senior captain. Heisman house call. Don't let him get that ball. Don't let him get that pick.
They're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have
And
their guys.
less than 2 minutes into this game, the offense and the defense get a score. It's 14-zip.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive.
And they probably need to lean more into Cedric Ross here, as they went to the air on first down with the play action, and they did not get anything. And torn up in the backfield is Ross, Keenan Daly, the junior tackle, making the play here. It's going to be a 2nd down and 12. Barbosa quickly there, a good catch, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and long.
And you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters.
He had man open, but the blitz gets home. Philip Nwosu gets the sack, the redshirt freshman. Badgley's deep to return here on the punt. And he's not going to get much out to the 27-yard line. But a really good start for this Northern Illinois football team, up 14-0 with 6:30 left in this first quarter. And there's a solid run for Max Warner, who's going to get out to the 34, a gain of 6. Did I already say that? I don't even know.
You can have that kind of success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Man in motion is Bass. We're going to run this and get the edge, and Warner with the spin move gets the first down and gets out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Max Warner getting going. We're going to go ahead and just, even though he's hot, we can sub him out here, try to keep him fresh. Incomplete, looking for Badgley, and that's one that the quarterback probably wants back. It's a second down. Arthur Lewis in the game at the running back spot, and here's the handoff to Lewis, and Lewis has got a solid pickup of 9 as we'll bring up a third down.
What hole to go through? Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short.
I have the underneath route.
Sales went into the middle.
Caught by Bass, and Sean Bass, who was a very quiet factor of this offense last week, gets going for the first down in the red zone at the 11.
You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go.
Not really making the defense shift here, and Arthur Lewis will just get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up a second down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be second down.
Let's stick with it. We kind of have the numbers on that right side. Let's block it well. Ooh, Brink is going down for a loss of 1. It'll bring up a tough third down.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it.
Dropped by Badgley. It's going to be 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
But Donahue will be solid on that kick. It's 17-0. NIU opening up this first quarter, picking up right where that first half team left off, and we'll see if the defense can keep up their dominance.
And he's going to try to return this.
So here's the return, and he's down at the 11-yard line, just swarmed on that kick return, and it'll be a first down here for UTEP all the way back at the 11.
To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement.
Incomplete. Torber kind of brought a little bit of pressure there, and they just dropped the screen trying to look upfield. Second down and 12, or second down and 10 at the 11, not the 12 even.
It's just the first quarter, so it's
Milligan will get the tackle, 3rd down and 6.
Pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
3rd and 6 yards to go.
3rd and 6.
From the gun, wants to pass.
Pressured and sacked. Back at the 7, it's Keenan Daly with his 2nd TFL and 1st sack of this game.
This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Trying to get a little rush on this punt, and he gets it out, and here comes Badgley.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
Out to the 44 for Badgley.
Before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44.
Here comes first down. Here's the handoff to Lewis, and Lewis will get the first down out to the 45-yard line of UTEP.
10 yards and the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys.
First down throw, back to throw. It's quickly to Bass, and Bass will pick up the first down himself out to the 31-yard line, and an injury on the defensive side of the ball for the Miners of UTEP.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the
Man in motion is going to be Cousins.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone.
Incomplete, looking for Badgley. Kind of had a little bit of a one-on-one look there. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Bringing Bass in motion. It's man coverage. We're going to run it here with Warner. Not much going. It's 3rd down and 9. This offense is kind of going a little bit cold again. Similar to how last week went, where they punch him in the mouth and then they start to slow down pretty quickly. See if they can pick up this 3rd down. It's just going to be an underneath throw to Badgley, and Badgley's got the easy 1st down, and that'll do it for the 1st quarter. What a 1st quarter for NIU, a pick 6, an explosive touchdown run, and a good drive to get us a field goal. It's going to be 17-0 as we're threatening yet again. 95 yards rushing, 82 yards passing.
Because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Here comes 1st and 10. Going to the air here, back to throw. Nowhere to go, and Brink is just going to have to throw this one away.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
2nd and 10. Here's the handoff, and it's Warner, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Going quickly here is this offense. Now to the air on 3rd down. Pressure, and Brink is going to get rid of it, but I think they're going to call grounding on that one.
To the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty.
So UTEP is going to hold us to another field goal here. Donahue right through, 20-0.
Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
With the wind in his face, he sends this one deep. It's going to be fielded at the 1-yard line, and the return gets out to about the 19-yard line. It's a good coverage team for NIU after allowing that kick return touchdown last week. They want to make sure that they're on it. I'm going to use a Landry here, see if I can lurk in the flat. It's going to be a run and quickly dropped by LaRon Doss. Cedric Ross, just no running room there on that 1st down. It's going to be 2nd down.
Trying play action.
Javier Barbosa cannot get there. Landry will get the tackle, and the assistance by the safety, Torber, will help bring this to a stop. 3rd down and 1. Up the middle, and Ross is going to pick up the 1st. That might be the first down of the game for, I can't remember, but that might be the first down of the game for this team.
Now here comes the tempo.
Spreading out. And there's the handoff, nowhere to go. Taken down there by Roddy Orr.
Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Don't play conservative coverage here. Going back to the air, and here's the screen, and not going to get much. Taken down by Quinn Williams.
For the screen, great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
Calling the audible. Here comes 3rd down. We're attacking that right side of the line of scrimmage, and throwing, intercepted by Milligan, and the 2nd turnover of this 1st quarter for this defense.
Return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to.
Here comes 1st down. A lot of pressure, and he's going to just tuck and run, and there is Brink taking the gain out to the UTEP 49-yard line. It's 1st down and 10.
Have it at the 49, just across midfield. 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion.
It's a backwards pass. Nowhere to go.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground.
Sending Bass in motion, back to throw.
For defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pressure coming again, and he's going to throw, and it's caught by Badgley, who moves his way open into the red zone at the 14-yard line. A good throw by Brink.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to
see if our red zone offense can finish here. Here's a first down run for Lewis, and Lewis is going to get down to the 11. Second down and 7 now.
Keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without
man in motion is Bass. Going to the air here and fires. It's Hops. Touchdown, or Hoppus. And Brink delivers. And it's 27-0, and IU's running away with this one.
To find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19.
This defense off to a hot start. 2 interceptions.
Ready to go to work.
Hardly any yards. They're going to go to the air here, and it's going to be a screen, and Torber is going to get the tackle with help from a linebacker. It's going to be a second down. Can't keep track of all these linebackers that we have, man. I really can't. There's a fake handoff. Back to throw here, and he's got a man deep, and he delivers it. It's caught, and Milligan looking to catch him. He will not. It's an explosive touchdown of 79 yards for UTEP. Nathan Jewell, the one player that we should have been able to...
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage,
if it was the other corner,
he was going to be looking. One of the fastest
Landry, we would have been just fine there, but instead, it's a touchdown.
He gets open, he wins.
Speaking of Landry, he's going to get his opportunity here on a kick return, and out to the 20-yard line. Good coverage there by UTEP. This will be a first down for the offense, and Brink is going to start with a handoff to Lewis, and Lewis is going to pick up 4.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field.
Second down and 6.
First down play at 2nd and 6.
Play action.
Looking for a deep
oh gosh. Incomplete, broken up.
They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout.
Intercepted, not a good throw, and it's going to be a turnover by Brink, his first interception of the young season. DeCorian Thompson making the play.
That's already his 2nd interception.
So do they go back to the air here? They do, and it's going to be a throw underneath, broken up by Landry.
Just get in trouble when you try.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Cedric Ross in the backfield next to the quarterback. Here's the play fake and the throw underneath. It's caught and down at the 34-yard line.
After the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
3rd and short, coming from the 34.
Third down.
You wonder if this is
4 yards.
Down territory.
Going to the air. Pressure comes, and Donnerson gets the hit, and he's just able to get it off, and they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 4. See if the defense can get off the field here. Underneath, it's caught, and they do not. It's a first down. I saw him cutting across, and I just couldn't get there in time.
First down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Ross.
Good run by Ross here. He's still going, and he's out to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4.
2-minute timeout is coming right now.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Miners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Going to the ground here. It's an option play, and there goes the quarterback in Doss. Can't catch him, and UTEP is storming back into the game. Capra with the rushing score.
Really nice job of executing.
27-14 UTEP. After being down 27-0 is showing some fight in this game.
He could have pitched that. The pitch guy was wide open, but the QB decided.
We'll see how Brink shakes off his first interception of the year.
Able to make guys miss and take it in for the score.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack.
Kind of have to start
Drive starts from their own 25-yard
with
line.
getting him into a rhythm
With
here.
an interception, and this time it's
Batted away, incomplete. Second down.
Throw the QB would like to have back. He just
Fetu Chen making the play. It's going to be a second down.
plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here's Lewis
Inside.
with a run and timeout
Defense
UTEP.
uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down.
Third down and 7. We'll see if UTEP can get off the field again. Busby checks into the game at the receiver position. Fires it to Bass, who's wide open. Sean Bass out to the 49-yard line.
The big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat.
Oh, Bass had that. He just dropped it.
Putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a second and long.
Oh my gosh, the lane was there for Jonathan Brink.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps.
Here we go with the third down and 12 here at the 49-yard line.
Blocks and getting the tackle for loss.
On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Hoppus, fourth down. They're wanting us to punt, but we're going to trust our offense
here.
here.
A lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short.
The keeper for Brink, and it's a first down here for NIU. We can go fast. I'm going to try to run it right back at him again. Maybe not.
Looking to throw on first down.
Quickly to Lewis. There's a flag, and it's going to be holding on Garrett Sanders. Or Gabriel Sanders, excuse me.
The offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
So with 16 seconds left, we still have all of our timeouts here. We got a little bit of space.
Escapes the pressure to his right.
Slides down, 10 seconds left. Will bring us into field goal range here.
Seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock.
Underneath the Bass, and with 4 seconds left, we can just bring out the field goal unit here to take a 30-14 halftime lead. Wind in Donahue's face, and it's not going to affect him. Time expires in the half, 30-14, a good kick by Donahue. Not as good of an offensive half as I was hoping for. Had that interception. I don't like turnovers, especially after the nightmare that last season was with turnovers. But the run game's going a little bit. It's just, you know, we can't really stick to the run game as much because we got 2 running backs and the rest of them I don't really trust as much. Penn State's trailing right now right before the half to UL Monroe. Grubbs is struggling, who is a Heisman considered quarterback.
Looking to bounce back from the game 1 loss, they lead here in the first half. Let's now check in on
13-3, Maryland's up on Oklahoma, and Clemson beats Notre Dame. And what was that final game?
Now to your game inside Huskies.
20-17, Utah ends up beating UCLA.
It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this
falls
game's up,
out.
they could be approaching some school records today.
Here's the kick by Donahue, and it's going to be in the end zone, and he's going to take a knee for a touchback. And we'll see if UTEP can keep a little bit of that offensive rhythm that they found in the last half.
Guys, catching up with the UTEP head coach, they have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback getting the first start of his
Here's the handoff and a lot of space for Cedric Ross up the middle. Keep wanting to say Cam Ross.
Posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Guys?
All right, Holly.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going.
Intercepted by Milligan. Third interception of this game. And at the UTEP 39 is where we're going to take over.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down.
This is a one-on-one ball to Badgley. It's intercepted.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football.
Great coverage in the end zone, and we trade interceptions back and forth, and UTEP's going to take back over. Going back to Ross, and this time he stood up after a good run to start this half. Doss is able to make the play. Going right back to the ground, nowhere to go. Taken down for a loss yet again.
And the running game has been going in the wrong
I thought that deep ball was there. I thought Badgley would be able to pull away.
From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout.
Batted away by Landry. What a nice play by the transfer corner. Landry breaking up that pass. And the punt. Badgley deep to return.
He's got it.
Badgley's down at the 33-yard line. Two interceptions for Brink. Not what we want. Warner is going to bust it. Warner is going to be tracked down at the 25-yard line. Limited reps, but makes the most of it with these reps here today.
Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Now the play
fakes the handoff, back to throw, and Brink's going to have to tuck it, and he's going to pull it for a gain of about 9.5.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball.
2nd and inches. We're going to shift Warner over. Safety comes down. They're going to stay in coverage. Dumps it here to Warner, and Warner's got the easy first down.
Guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
He's tackled
only a 2-yard pickup, though, for
trying to cash in on this drive.
The running back.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Right? How are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space.
Badgley in motion.
Falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Now moving to his right.
And a touchdown for Jonathan Brink on the ground.
And the stomping has commenced.
37-14. NIU.
Touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1.
We're just going to send this one deep for a touchback.
Clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
You're talking about us in playoff right now? Whew, one game at a time. Here comes first down. Going to the air, and it's quickly underneath, and Barbosa will get the tackle with the help of Landry, I believe it was.
Now on 2nd down.
Here's the handoff, and Landry is going to hold the edge on Cedric Ross. who we've just been able to shut down here today. It's going to be third down. Here's the handoff, and Banks is going to stuff him short. And a fourth down here. Cedric Ross goes down, and UTEP's got a punt. With a 23-point advantage, Badgley's just going to let this one go for a touchback.
Booming punt, my goodness. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Gives it on the option.
There's a handoff. Warner shakes off a tackle, and Warner's off and running. Warner with a beautiful run. That was all him right there. Touchdown. Max Warner with the nasty stiff arm. 44-14. NIU is cruising.
The speed, the patience with that home run now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him.
Here's the return from the end zone. Nowhere to go. Stuffed up at the 13-yard line.
Absolutely no answer for that stud.
The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run it to the right
Here's the handoff, and Ross is going to break the first tackle. Not going to be able to get past the second. It's Quinn Williams who's going to get the stop.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the
Man in motion is the wide receiver. They're going to go to the bubble here. Not going to get much. It's only a gain of 2. It'll bring up a third down and short.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. Going downfield for
Oh,
a big
brother.
play. He's got it down the right
Barbosa is
side.
able to catch
They
him.
got him free for
And they
a
caught us
pass.
sleeping right there on the
Miners
outside.
will line it up on 1st and 10. Running
Here's the
inside.
handoff, and nowhere to go. It's Ian Southern.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action.
Here's a quick dump off underneath to the tight end, and it'll bring up a third down and 5.
Short of the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second.
Play action and looking, and Barbosa almost had the interception.
Catch the football and make big plays.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down.
Underneath, and it's caught.
He's
Cedric
turned
Ross.
for first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Do they get one more snap off before the end of the quarter? They will not. 44-14, Huskies cruising to their first victory in conference play.
This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Coming out on first
Here's the
down.
play action, and underneath it's caught, and Williams is there.
On the containment and the tackling, they stop him for no
You
gain.
can see the stat discrepancy. 200 yards, and that's it for the UTEP Miners as they send in a lot of their backups here to try to give them some reps. It's going to be another screen, and it's going to be a 3rd and 8.
Room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He wants to throw it again. Bring in the heat.
Intercepted by Banks.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
Banks out to the 30-yard line. And we don't have a lot of depth. It says mass up starters. Whatever. I'm just going to stick with it.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to.
I clicked cancel, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that.
The season,
And the starters are still out there. I don't really care. We just got to make sure we get out of here healthy.
No gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They stuff up Warner twice. An injury timeout on the defensive side of the ball.
Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout.
Just a quick jet touch pass to Badgley, and he's going to get 2. And another injury timeout. It's on the offensive line this time, and bring up 4th down. Palacio sends it deep, and we stuff him up at the 19-yard line.
And coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back.
Rough start to conference play for UTEP.
They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18.
Going to the air and not going to get it off. It's the 3rd sack of the game for this defense. LaRon Doss.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles.
Oh, my bad. It's Keenan Daly.
In the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
Going deep and caught. Forced out of bounds. It's first down. Milligan in coverage right there.
Got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives.
Going back to the air, and underneath it's caught, and Williams almost was able to break that up, but strong hands right there. As Spencer's starting to get in a rhythm here, the backup quarterback for the Miners, who's going to finish this game off. And Torber and company cannot get the tackle. It's going to be 3rd and inches as Quinn Williams keeps him from getting the first.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the pass.
There's the handoff and stuffed. Ron Donnerson.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter.
4th and 3. They're going to go to the ground on the weak side, and Banks is right there waiting it.
Pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And with 4:19 left, NIU gets the ball back. Just trying to get out of here with the smooth, easy dub. Got a couple of big games coming up, Wyoming and BYU after Ball State. We have yet to beat Wyoming in this dynasty. We played them every year, on occasion twice a year. I believe they've beaten us 6 times in 4 seasons? 5 times in 4 seasons. Rice will get out to the 29-yard line.
And it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Huskies come to the line. This situation,
3 minutes left.
Leaves it with the back.
Rice will pick up the easy first.
As he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Looking for a gap. It's Rice. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2-minute timeout here for NIU.
They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
And it's Massey into the game here at the running back position. And he's going to get the call, and he's going to go down for a loss. They're down in 10.
Stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be
Jeremiah Donahue
so here comes the
tack on what I believe would be his 4th field goal, and the kick is up, and it's right through.
It's good, and that was
With 51 seconds left, it's 47-14 NIU, and Donahue's going to send this one deep into the end zone, force a touchback.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25.
What a start to the season here for Northern Illinois. Back to throw here. Looking deep, and it's incomplete.
Ball's incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here's the handoff. Oh, I missed him. Javier Barbosa misses him too. And a broken tackle.
He's got room. Running through contact.
Oh, gosh. I thought he was supposed to dive towards him. An explosive touchdown with 33 seconds left in this game. UTEP just trying to make it look a little bit better. And it's 21-47.
Continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Not a play we wanted to allow, but we can just take a knee and they shouldn't stop the clock. And NIU is going to celebrate a blowout victory in game number 2. So a very good start to the season here on both sides of the ball.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's
Max Warner.
Together good weeks, build on each
Big
other,
game
build
here
that
today
momentum,
against UTEP.
continue to
We're going to play one more as we near 6 a.m. Before I start to cook breakfast. As that one more is a rivalry game, I believe, against Ball State. Max Warner, Mountain West Player of the Week at that 211-yard mark, and we got the Bronze Stalk Trophy on the line here. We can wait to schedule these visits. That's all we had to do in recruiting. As we look here at the conference standings, 1-0 here alongside Wyoming. We get to play Wyoming here pretty soon. I think we play them after Ball State. Jaron Funchess and Brian Kindred, the duo at Pittsburgh, is 1 and 2 in the Heisman race. Ralph Perkins is 3 at LSU, and 4th is John Iglesias, the wide receiver over at Miami. You can look at the top 25 here and just see some of the recent results here as Backyard Brawl goes to Pittsburgh, Ohio State beating Nevada, and Ball State lost to Alabama 62-7 last week. And you could just kind of see a lot of cruise control here, not a lot of massive wins. Tulane gets a massive win against Mississippi State down the list, and Boise State beating Florida State, helping their group of 6 bid cases. And you can see the schedule this week: Texas Tech and Memphis, Toledo and Pittsburgh, Georgia and Ohio State in a big game there in Athens, LSU and Arizona State, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Duke here. Let's set our weekly practice plan as we just see which guys we should be limiting in practice. Doesn't look like anybody. Oh, my bad. Six degrees with no rain at all in this rivalry game. Taven Nortman, the safety we got to watch for, they've scored 7 and allowed 62. As we take a look at the Ball State depth chart here before we get into this game, try to prepare for what we got with the Ball State Cardinals. And Wyatt Weiss is back, and we got to watch for his mobility at that quarterback position. They are not very good at the running back position. Good fullback, though, and they aren't great at wide receiver either. So a big point of emphasis is going to be stopping the QB run. They have a good left guard and a decent right tackle, but that's about it. Their edges, 76 overall. Matthew Meekins is the guy we got to watch for. Their D tackles are also pretty solid. 4 deep. Fenderson, Shaughnessy, Brady, and Timmerman are guys we got to watch for here. 2 linebackers here, and Powell and Strange. They're really good, but not very good at the Mike spot. Kaplan and we should be able to dominate those corners, man. But they do have a really good safety in Akeem Jackson, probably the best player on this whole team. Decent kicking, only 73 kick power though for Joey Dahl. So we'll have to see how this game goes. Ready to roll here and get into this game as Northern Illinois will host their rivals of Ball State. I'm excited to get into it. See if we can get another blowout victory before we play our maybe 3 biggest games. We got Wyoming, BYU, and New Mexico shortly after that, if not right after the BYU game, following a bye.
Crazy comebacks, record-breaking performances, but it's not often we get a rivalry game that features a...
Not as full of a stadium as it was for the Mountain West opener, but still a pretty full stadium here at Northern Illinois. As we continue to try to march on here in this rivalry game against Ball State. And we're going to start with the ball. We are underway, and Badgley's just going to call the fair catch and set us up at the 25-yard line. Brink had 2 interceptions last week, something that we want to try to keep under control, and we've won the last 3 meetings after this all-time series was tied at 25 apiece. We've only played the last 2.
Team, they absolutely dominated Ball State.
Embarrassed them, and I think that's something that sticks with you for a whole season, an off season. Lifting every part of it. When you get embarrassed by a rival like
Badgley, spin move, and a first down here on the first play.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion.
It's very clearly zoned. We could try to sneak this screen here to Cousins.
Downfield on first down. Got it.
Getting a couple of blocks, and Cousins will get a gain of 8. Good run after the catch for Cousins.
Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Here's a handoff to Warner, and Warner almost broke it for a touchdown. Instead, it's just an 18-yard pickup. But it's still a first down, a nice run to start this game for Warner.
Looking to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly.
Badgley's got it inside the 5. First and goal.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series. Taking a shot down the field, they got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by...
Nowhere to go for Warner. Stuffed up, lost it 2.
Where to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal.
Brink keeps it, and Brink is going to score standing up.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right.
Jonathan Brink finishes it off, and it's 7-0 NIU.
Good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his...
Got to watch for Weiss with the scrambling. That's the biggest thing that is going to be a point of emphasis for this team.
Yeah, it's going to be
Touchback.
hard to find them too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different
Weiss.
surrounding him.
4 interceptions last week against Alabama. Not a great day. We'll see if he can bounce back here in their second game.
They're going to have to do some soul searching on the sidelines early.
Here comes first down. 2 running backs in the backfield. Weiss will hand it off, and nowhere to go. Torber will get the first contact there on that play.
And they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Weiss.
Short. Caught. Carmichael will get the tackle.
Pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game.
And here's a 3rd and 3. See if Ball State can keep this drive alive with Weiss taking the snap here. And nowhere to go. He is stuffed. Cliff Carmichael on the spy.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one.
Badgley's just going to let this one go for a touchback.
And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Not much there.
Gain of 2 there on the first down carry.
First meeting between these two ended as
Comes 2nd down and 8.
1941. They've had some breaks, but since 1997 they've met annually.
Well, that was a 6-6 tie all the way back.
Brink is feeling the pressure off the left side, and he runs away from it and picks up the first down.
As that score indicated, David, every time these two teams meet up is generally.
And with heavy personnel here on first down, 3 tight end set. It's a handoff to Warner, who's going to try to pop a run. It's a good run out to the 38-yard line, a 6-yard pickup.
Behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on.
Brink on the keeper, and Brink's got a lot of room, and he's going to get across midfield, first down. The legs of Jonathan Brink showing up here in this game so far. He has a touchdown, a scramble.
Unloads to the wideout.
Bass, oh, I should have secured. I should have secured. That's on me.
Second down coming.
2nd down and 10. It's 1-on-1 on the outside potentially. See that if that safety will go, but we're going to go out route here.
They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Cousins has got it. Breaking a tackle. Cousins racing, and he's going to score. Dwayne Cousins, touchdown. They brought the blitz and couldn't get over to stop it, and it's 14-0 Huskies.
If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is.
And we stuff up this return here.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense.
Here comes first down, and they're going to go to the ground and nowhere to go as Milligan will get the tackle after a gain of 2.
Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
A lot of 3-man rushes today to try to keep the spy 3 and 4s.
Play action.
Play fake, looking, and he's got a man, and he's just going to take the underneath, and I missed him. Should have been an easy tackle short of the sticks, but instead it's going to be a first down here for Ball State. I'm going to send Williams on the blitz, have a spy there. We're going to go play some pass defense here, and the ball's out. It's loose. Donnerson has got it, and it's first down and 10 at the 11. Ron Donnerson with the recovery. Don't know who exactly caused that fumble. Brink trying to get the edge. Brink trying to stiff arm, and he's only going to get 2 yards. A good job on run defense right there on that play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Going to have Badgley in motion.
Back to pass. Now adjusting.
Dumps it to Badgley. It's going to be a loss of 2, and it'll be a 3rd down and a 10 at the 11. We can get to the 1-yard line for the first down, and here comes the throw. Nobody open, and Brink is going to get a block. Brink is going to extend. Brink is going to throw on the move. It's intercepted. He was open for, he flashed open for a second. We decided to throw it, and we made a big mistake right there.
Absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that
Ball's out again. It's scooped up by Carmichael, and Carmichael is going to get the turnover or forces the fumble. And we'll see how Brink responds after his third pick of the young season. Brink to the air. Brink pressured, and he's going to take off, and that's going to be a 1st and goal as we go to the end of the first quarter. 14-0, 2 forced turnovers on defense, but we had a turnover in the end zone when we should have just eaten it and taken the field goal. Instead, we got greedy, and now we got a 1st down and goal at the 9 after the 2nd turnover. Badgley's wide open, and Badgley's going to race into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. 21-0 NIU.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do.
As day turns to night here against Ball State, going to send it deep.
You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And again, one of the points of emphasis here today is going to be keeping this quarterback contained. We have done that so far, forcing 2 fumbles out of him, 1 strip sack, and 1 on a keeper where he tried to tuck and run. Here's the handoff and a good run for the running back, chopped down at the 20-yard line. It's going to bring up a 2nd down.
It's a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football.
And they're going to get the 1st down on the ground.
Getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Banks is going to make the tackle there at the linebacker spot.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Back to throw, it's Weiss. Gets rid
underneath, and it's incomplete.
On the connection, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it.
It's a screen and nowhere to go. 4th down. Cole Carmichael makes the tackle for loss.
The Cardinals line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
Badgley is going to field this all the way back at the 10, and Badgley's got a lane, and he's going to get out to the 33-yard line.
Stopped at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Keeps it on 1st down.
Brink, and that user was terrible right there for me.
His way out to the 38. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Can't flip the run, but we're still going to keep it on the ground, and there's able to contain Warner here so far today.
You know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop.
Comes 3rd down. We're just going to go quick underneath to Badgley for the 1st down and pick it up with Brian Badgley. Easy.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the 1st down. He goes right back to the air. Right down the middle.
It's Hoppus. The Hoppus down to the 33-yard line.
And they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again.
And a quick throw for a gain of 5. Coming out of the backfield is Arthur Lewis. His 1st touch of the game is through the air. It's 2nd down and 5. Now we're going to give him a run, and Arthur Lewis up the middle gets it 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Northern Illinois will line up with a
heavy personnel here.
The option look.
Held on to it, and Arthur Lewis is going to score. 28-0.
And they were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
On the move from inside his 5.
Good return out to the 26-yard line. And what kind of fight does this Ball State team have with their quarterback Weiss struggling here? They're going to go with the keeper with Weiss, and Weiss is off and running, and finally he gets a breakout run. Solid pickup.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
Going to the ground and not much.
Here about the trophy. The bronze stalk was designed by a famous local DeKalb, Illinois sculptor and artist, Renee Bemis. And David, is a man of your refined taste, I'm sure, acutely aware of the fact that it depicts 2 maize corn stalks, which you might see in this region of the country.
Yeah.
3rd and inches.
I mean, just a fancy way of saying there's a lot of corn near both of these schools, so they made a bronze corn stalk, Jesse. And that's what they get to play for today.
I love corn. I love eating it. I love drinking distilled corn in various forms. And it's a great trophy as well. So I'm all for it.
I never caught that. And they bring him down short. It's Don Banks who has the spy there, and it will bring up a 4th down. They're not going to run this down to the 2-minute timeout quite yet. And they will punt it, and it will be out of the end zone for a touchback, and we're going to get 1 snap before that 2-minute timeout.
Zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass.
Cousins in motion.
This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football.
Good catch by Brian Badgley, and he got the 1st down. A beautiful throw, stepping into the pocket and into the throw by Brink.
World of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Wants to throw it again, and why not?
Tucking it, and Brink is going to slide here. 2nd down and 1, and we're going to go no huddle here to try to get right back to it.
Defense, they look a little bit frustrated. He's done this time and time again here.
Here's Lewis getting a block and getting a lane, and Lewis juking and getting inside the 30. It's a 1st down.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Well, the defense just had to chase
I'm
that
not worried
guy
about
down,
him. I
make a
don't think he's
tackle
coming.
after a long
Oh, he actually
run.
is.
No chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Badgley's got it. It's going to be a touchdown, Brian Badgley.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
They made offense.
35-0. NIU is running away with it.
We're still in the first half.
The talent discrepancy is really showing in these early games, and we're really showing in these early games that, you know, even though we probably in past years could have beat the 3 teams that we did end up beating, we're showing a lot less concern than we have in the past. The only thing we really got to worry about right now is the turnovers, which we got 5 interceptions and a fumble on the season so far. 3 interceptions for the new starter, Brink. They're going to run it, and they're going to get the 1st down. And a timeout called by Ball State.
Use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little
We have Carmichael Spy here, and User Barbosa here in the secondary. And he goes underneath, defend the dangerous. That would have picked up more yards if I didn't defend.
After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1.
2nd down, see if they go back to the ground game. They will go RPO, and Ian Southern is right there to stand it up. Timeout, Huskies.
That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Scanning the field, it's Weiss.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Broken up, thrown into traffic. 4th down and 5. Ball State just going to punt it.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this
A little
guy
bit of a
come under
rush, but this is going to be, again, another touchback for a powerful leg kicker.
down, and it goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Practice a little bit of 2-minute offense here.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him.
Brink is going to tuck and get out of bounds. Pick up positive yards.
Gain on the play. Second down coming up. Looking to fire.
Quickly to Bass. It's a first down, and we can go no huddle here. Trying to steal some points before the half, just practicing these 2-minute situations, 40 seconds.
Is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already.
Just misses Badgley, who was breaking open over the middle of the field.
I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this
36
game.
seconds left.
A couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for
Lewis
more,
in
but
motion.
give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
Quickly, it's Cousins, and Cousins gets upfield, picks up the first down, and gets out of bounds.
Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything
just throwing it away is going to be Brink. 25 seconds left.
Already their blowout lead.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Try to set up the screen on the sideline, and hopefully Lewis can get out of bounds after picking up a little bit. Gets a block, cuts inside, and Lewis is going to fight to the sideline and get out of bounds after picking up the first down. Well-executed play right there. Just like I said, working on this 2-minute offense. Treadwell checks in at the receiver position. Brink is going to tuck with a lot of space up ahead. Oh, he fumbles it, and it's recovered by Ball State. Yet another turnover for this offense, and that should do it for the half. I'm going to challenge it just in case he was down. I don't think he was, but it's worth a shot. Yeah, he was not down. Yep. And that will be the final timeout for us. And Weiss and this offense comes out onto the field, and barring a miracle play here, they will go into the half shutout. Here's the run, and that'll do it for the first half. 35-0 NIU, but ending that half on a sour note.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with a look at Virginia Tech.
20-17, Virginia Tech upset BYU. No, we want BYU to keep winning. Oh, that's not good for us. We play BYU, I believe, next in 2 games after Wyoming. So that's rough to have happen. Daylight's breaking out here. Ohio State falls on the road at Georgia. Nebraska beats number 12 Oklahoma, and Houston upsets number 15 Boise State.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half.
Ball State down 35-0 in this rivalry game. They got blown out last year, but they showed a lot more life last year. This year, they're just getting completely mollywopped by this Northern Illinois squad. Here comes first down. They've actually established a little bit of a run game in this game.
Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is
not on that play, though. Banks is going to get Hicks on the ground.
Northwestern at halftime. They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here.
Here comes second down, and another handoff, and he's going to get a lane. He'll only pick up 4. He'll bring up a third down.
On every single one of them,
and
offense, defense, special
5.
Have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains.
Good spin move by Hicks. He gets a first down.
Enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Ready to fire from the pistol.
Throws it quick outside, and it's caught with Milligan right there in coverage.
Just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And try to just do QB contain
Back to
here.
pass, it's Weiss. Quarterback adapted.
And the contain works. Daly gets off the block and gets the stop, and it will be 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go.
You got to be going to the air, and they are.
Pressure coming.
Nowhere to go. He's sacked.
And everybody in the stadium
Around
knows
us.
it's going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's a trend that
Touchback.
looks like it's just simply going to continue.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack.
It's cruise control from here on out. Cousins in motion, and here's the handoff to Lewis, and he's going to pick up about 1.5 yards.
He stopped at the 21.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some...
Lewis with a nice run, and he gets a first down out to the 35. Lewis will check out of the game, and into the game is going to be Max Warner, who's kind of yet to get going in this game. And he's going to get stood up here on this first down carry, no gain.
It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that one.
Nowhere to go for Max Warner.
Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down.
Bring it to the air. Just quickly dumps it off to Hopus, and Hopus will pick up the first down. Hoppus. Not Hopus.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now.
Rank's got 90 rush yards and 239 through the air. Does have a couple of turnovers with a fumble and an interception. Injury timeout on the defensive side of the ball for Ball State.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. Got enough for the first. All down.
And another injury timeout on the defensive side of the ball.
Following that run, we have a player.
And the big thing we got to think about now as we kind of cruise to victory is like, what's going to make this team different than past years? What is going to separate this team? First off, getting off to this kind of start, 3-0 and comfortable 3-0. All, for the most part, comfortable wins. The East Carolina game got a little bit iffy. But, like, what...
They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What exactly is this team going to be this year? Are they going to be able to get over that hump and break out as kind of that team to get over the hump, beat Wyoming, and win the conference championship? And the beat Wyoming thing is just simply because we have not. Donahue is money from 52.
Well, that's just piling on.
38-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Ball State takes over the football, and the Cardinal offense headed out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
There's the run game, and Banks is going to shed a block and get in the backfield for a loss.
They were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And another tackle, maybe. It's swarmed. Banks did kind of miss the tackle, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down. We're going to go default strategy here, QB spy, and we're set.
Back to pass, it's Weiss. Here comes the heat. trying to make magic with his feet.
Weiss will scramble for the first down. Maybe
He gets the first down. Now let's see if
the
he runs to the
first successful scramble for sure. Not his first successful run. He did have one QB design run earlier that was really strong. As we enter the fourth quarter with the 38-0 lead.
They go back to work with the first down in the final.
Take pride in holding the shutout.
He's got it on
Caught, a tough catch, not a great throw.
to prevent a big gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving
Here's
the
a
run
screen
after the
pass,
catch.
and it's a first down, and a little more. Barbosa misses the tackle, and they're down to the 32-yard line, and by far the most successful drive being put into place here by this Ball State squad. Going to the air here. And it's overthrown and incomplete, looking for the running back.
They can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that was a game's worth of frustration right there on that pass. That was a bomb down the field, trying to get it all back because the offense just hasn't found a way to get much going. Still
Another successful scramble here.
And that's not what they expected. That's not what they're accustomed to when they play offensive football.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? Here's the pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Incomplete, fourth down and 5. They're going to go for it here.
Pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains.
Tackled immediately by Quinn Williams, and it's a turnover on downs, and this team is going to hold on to the shutout for now. It's 38-0 as they take over. Here's the handoff, and there goes Arthur Lewis. Lewis is not going to get caught. He's going to score on the first play, 73 yards.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husky.
This Husky team is so much different than even last year. And last year, it was like that should have been the best team we had. It ended up really being the third best team we had, you know, in year 4. And that was a little bit of a disappointment because they were 79 overall. We boosted our overall a little bit, helped out our secondary a good amount. We got a lot of depth at linebacker, and we found something in a rhythm with the quarterback that can run the ball, that we're leaning on with that. And he runs the ball certainly more effectively than Warner does. Javier Barbosa is going to break up this pass. It's going to be a second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw. It's
Play action and throwing, and it's caught. Milligan could not make that play, and it's a first down. Something we've definitely realized in these first couple of games. Though he's not terrible at all by any means, we have found kind of our weakness. It's the one-on-ones with Milligan.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that. If they're
Second and 7, and here's the throw quickly, and Torber is right there to tackle him for a loss.
First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Bring in the heat.
Carmichael gets him for a sack, 4th and 21. Cole Carmichael. I said this at some point in one of last year's streams. Cole Carmichael's got to be really close to that career leader in sacks at NIU. Really close.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback.
239 pass yards, 267 rush yards. Arthur Lewis got that last one, and here's another one for Arthur Lewis. He's down at the 33, 7 carries for a $148. Arthur Lewis having himself a day, while Warner's kind of been in and out of the lineup today, and when he was in, he really wasn't all that effective. He looked a lot like that. No gain on the play for Arthur Lewis. It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10. The give on the option.
Just giving it to Arthur Lewis, being conservative there with how they kind of set up that defense. It'll be a 3rd down.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Running inside. It's
Lewis will get stood up. 3 carries, get nothing after a couple of explosive runs for Lewis back to back.
Will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away.
With 2:45 left, we are 2:45 away from holding a shutout. This will be the first shutout of this dynasty, first shutout for Coach Gunderson.
Used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Pulls and fires complete.
Torber is going to get the tackle at right behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22.
They'll just hand it off up the middle, nowhere to go. Doss will get the tackle. 2-minute timeout.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
Gotta make sure to hold this shutout, guys. Come on.
Looking to throw, it's Weiss. Fires on the move.
Oh, that could have been picked.
Connection on 3rd down.
So looks like the shutout's gonna hold. Brian Badgley on the return, and he's just going to go down at the 32-yard line.
They'll mark it at the 32. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they have
Rice will come into the game here at the running back position to close this one out. Here comes the handoff to Rice, and Rice has got a burst in the lane, and it will be a 1st down run for Rice.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball.
First carry goes for 14, and he's only going to get a couple more here. And Rice, there is a flag, and it's going to be holding on Hoppus, Imani Hoppus. Dominating this rivalry game. We're going to go to Ball State next year, and then this series is over
wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
for a little while.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Could be an alley. And how about that? What the doctor
Just made sure to go down in bounds. This will be the final play of the game here, no matter what happens, unless, of course, we fumble the ball. It's Rice taken down, and that'll do it for this game. 45-0 blowout victories in the first 3 games, setting the tone for this season. This team is very clearly different, but what's going to happen when we're pushed by a team that can equate us? We haven't really been pushed by a team in a close game. What's going to happen against Wyoming, New Mexico, BYU? Those are the better teams on our schedule. We're 3-0. We're off to a good start. Good game for Jonathan Brink outside of the interception and the late fumble in the first half. Let's not forget about that. As we hit 6 a.m., we've been streaming for 3 hours right on the dot. I always try to keep it between 1 and 3 hours, usually 2 to 3 right now, based on how everything's going. But, yeah. And recruiting's getting developed a little bit here, or having developments a little bit. Don Banks ended up having the game of, or the player of the week in the Mountain West on defense. And Brian Badgley on the offensive side of the ball gets the Mountain West offensive player of the week. This game is massive. Wyoming, a team that we have not been able to beat, and we got to go to War Memorial Stadium. I am excited to get into it. This is going to be major as far as conference implications go. Thank you guys for coming into this stream.